Yo, yo, yo. I was gonna wait a little bit to like 6 more minutes, but I saw that you were waiting for me, so I just hopped on. I'm gonna do my whole top-down analysis. So I normally don't like to do this on the lives, but since you're waiting, I'll just do it so you can get an idea what I do. Um, I got you right here. Let me see. Let me delete these drawings. Let me clear all my drawings actually. Remove drawings. Okay, and let's get at it here. I haven't done nothing yet, so like I just showed up behind the screens. So let me do everything I gotta do real quick. Make this bigger. So 8:30 to 9:30. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So 8:30 and then 9:30. Okay, I'll do that right now. Let me adjust this real quick. If you have any questions too, please ask me. Seeing you come like and wait early like just motivates me to do better and better at everything I'm doing. Like teaching and trading. Okay. 8:30. All right. And then I need to do my London. Where are we at? Where are we at? Give me a second here. I'm getting it done. 3, 2. Where's 8 o'clock at? Okay, I see our low. 8 o'clock. I see our high. Okay, now I got to get my lowest and highest sweep on the session. Let's look what's going on here. What do we have? Let me do high time frame first. What zones do I see? I see something that I want to mark out. It's very important. It's a strong zone there. High time frame. What about to the downside? I'll mark it out. It's really weak. Keep it marked out. What about, oops, the far left? Yes, this zone. Okay. Make this green. And then I have another one right here. I'll make this one red. Okay. You know what? Nah, I'll leave it. That's good. Okay. Let's adjust this. Make this more clear so it's not confusing. Make this more clear. Okay. And then for my main. Oops. Let me lock that. This is why that London line is so important because you can see how we're reacting to it. Okay, so I see zones that I want to mark out already that are very important. But let me get the range first. I keep getting distracted here. Okay. Got my range. I understand. We seem very, very bullish. You know, I normally do not like to take plays before a 940, but this looks very appetizing to me. I like everything that I'm seeing. Let's see here. 4 contracts. How much is this? Risks? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 4 contracts. Let's see. Sell 4. I'm going to rip my order off if I don't get a clean reaction to the zone. Let's make this my main. Yes, I necessarily don't like taking any plays before 940, specifically because volatility is still a bit unstable. But we have London below. The only thing I don't like is that we have this higher time frame 15-minute zone. It's very, very, very unstable. It's not correctly drawn, but we have been respecting it. So I'm afraid that we're gonna get a lot of volume coming out of it using this resistant line. But it's such a weak zone in a weak area where we have been bullish. I'm not expecting this to hold. So I think the setup can play out. Let's see. And if we take a loss, we take a loss. We just document it and we move on. And let me know if you're questioning anything at all. I'd love to help you. If you have any questions, please ask me. We have a nice sweep right here. Sweep of a lot of accumulation. Swing low, swing high. Small tap. We're getting a reaction. This is more to the London than the zone. But I do like how the zone is on London. So our continuation to being bearish. Ideally, I'd want it to come back a bit more before we tackle the 50%. But we'll see. Because I don't even think the 50% is going to hold. But it might. We never know. Come on, buddy. Good morning. Yo, nice to see that you showed up. It's pretty badass. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I can explain the setup again too. I didn't think you were gonna show up, Noah. I hope you watched the playlist that I made, the free one. There's a lot of good education on there. I know it might be hard though to listen to me talk if you've never done this before, so it'd be a bit confusing. But I'm redoing the course as we speak. I can show you if you want to see. I tried to make it like very, very, very beginner friendly. It's been working on it. I'll show you right now since nothing's going on. Yeah, so look. Here's the original course, and then here's the redo. I'm just redoing everything as we speak, and it's just getting a lot better. And then the chat too. Let me show you. It's my school now, dude. Yeah, make this your school. The message chat. I make people submit their journals and stuff, and I love how they're already learning and they're getting educated. Give me 1 second. These cats are moving the store. Let me move the store real quick. I'll be here every day until I succeed or fail. Oh, that's my bad. And my wife was trying to move the door, and the cats were just being a mess right now. I have 3 cats running around this house. But dude, yeah, no, that's awesome. And the repetition is key. So the more you do it, you'll succeed. Right now, this zone I'm a bit unsure about. I'm a bit unsure about this zone just because where it's at. And I don't really like taking zones that get created before 940. It's not my criteria, but I do like to set up a lot. So I'm willing to take the risk on it. And if we take a loss, we take a loss. This is what it is. We're playing a game of probabilities. I've also been winning on these live streams continuously, so I can afford a loss. Okay. I'm not liking this reaction at all. If we pull out real hard out of this, I'm gonna take my order off. We're about to cross 40%. Oh, we just crossed 40%. If we touch this blue line, I'm taking my order off. I really hope it doesn't. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Well, let's go over what happened here. I really wanted to take this setup. I had to pass on it because it touched my red line and then touched the blue line. So price came in and it mitigated the zone, meaning the zone is no longer tradable. So I'll skip on this play. I'll leave it up for direction though. So let's make it red and I can use it to gauge direction. So to see if we continue bearish, moving to the downside. Even if price still comes and fills 50% and hits my take profit, that doesn't matter to me because I've already invalidated the zone and moved on. I want high probability. So do I see anything here? Do not. I got a little McGriddle here. I'm gonna try not to smack in the mic. So forgive me if I do. Good morning. Good morning, Money Glitch. It's nice to see you again, buddy. I hope you've been profitable, Money Glitch. Do you ever miss trades that would have paid, or is that a beginner mistake? I still make them. And even like 2-3 days ago on the live stream, I had a setup that hit my take profit, but I didn't move my take profit fast enough. So it hit my take profit, then it hit my stop. And that happened because I was stretching. I was like, I had my arms out like this, and then I was just looking at it, and I didn't even have time to process it. I just wasn't ready for it. It came right in and then failed me, hit my take profit. I wasn't able to move it fast enough, and it went straight for my stop loss. Like it's gonna happen. It's rare when I miss a setup on the chart, but it can happen also. I'm looking at the 5-second time frame, so there's a lot of candles. So every candle is being formed every 5 seconds. So it is possible for me to miss setups, but it's very rare. And the pattern I'm looking only for that pattern and nothing else. And I've been doing that for so long. And I'm looking for that pattern on the higher time frames. So every time candle is made every 1 minute, I'm looking for that same pattern. So I'm just doing it again and again and again. And the more I do it, the better I get at it. In the beginning, all I really care about, and I go over this in the course, is just you submitting your backtest to the mentorship chat so I can see how you're performing and doing. And let me show you, like I have one gentleman, he's already doing so well, and I'm able to like nitpick how he's doing. But already he's already getting the hang of it, and he just started less than a week ago. Like it's so awesome. He's marking up his charts. He's figuring this out. Like he already got it, and he has a full-time job too, which is even more awesome. Like anybody can do this. Anybody can change their life. Okay, I'm gonna try eating this McGriddle. I don't condone McDonald's. I just don't want to be doing it in the mic. So I'm gonna try to like keep my head over here. But if you have questions, I'll ask. I mean, I'll answer. But please ask questions. And no question is dumb. That's funny. ASMR. Are you working right now, Noah? Like, are you going out to properties? Or are you just like on standby? I don't expect you to reply either. I know you're busy. That's awesome. I like going out there. It's real pretty. There's this hill out there, I think called like Twisted Sisters. That I've been out there with a few friends and like had all our Hot Boy cars out there. It was very, very fun. At the time too, like when I did go, I had a few cars, but the one that I took was my friend's, and it was an automatic FRS. And I didn't really know what Twisted Sisters was when I first went, so I was driving an automatic FRS, which is kind of silly. And everybody has standard cars, and it was my friend's car, so like it was very conflicting. I was like, "Let me drive your car instead. Let me drive your car instead." They're like, "No, I don't want to drive an automatic." It's funny. I'm a dad now and husband, so going past 60, I'm like dizzy. Yeah, so nothing's going on right now. We're just ranging a bit. We're in these two areas. If I saw a setup in the zone, I wouldn't take it. Because I don't like taking setups in zones. You see how this setup down here didn't have a clear tap? It did eventually. But I'm just looking for that pattern that I always talk about. Let me show you. So this pattern right here is all I'm looking for. So before the tap, so I can get those swings connected to understand that this is a magnet or this is a range. This is what I'm looking for. Had a 40-minute drive, but I'm starting to incorporate this hour of learning in my schedule. Dude, badass. Even if you're like not watching the course or the playlist I've created, a lot of podcasts of traders or even like poker players, same terminology, or poker players who became traders. There's a lot of good knowledge. They all go through struggles and they all have solutions to their problems, and they all talk about the same thing, and that basically is just self-love and being an adult. And they just have all their different ways of saying it, and maybe different ways you can relate to it. But it's very educational. The hard part is just like not following your rules and then not having rules and having clear direction. And like I fix all that. That's what the whole point of my mentorship is. That just so like you come in with full direction and you're not all confused. And you have rules to follow already. So you don't have to sit there trying to create your own rules. So that's why I really recommend everybody just trades what I trade if you can. But I can teach you how to trade the higher time frames if you wanted to. But there's just a lot less setups on the higher time frame because it's like every candle's made every 15 minutes or every hour. So you're really just waiting for a setup for a while. So doing my 40% thing on the zone, I invalidated the zone because I was trying to take this play. I had my order here, but as we can see, it already mitigated it. So now we're coming back to continue the upside. I'm hoping that we reject and keep coming down. That's what I really want, but it does not look like that right now. And if we look at the higher time frame, normally when we have a big nasty news dump, we typically come back up. But we'll see what happens today. We want to just be ready for what direction we're going so we know to take trades in that direction. So we rejected this. This meaning that I don't have full conviction that we're bullish yet and that we are still bearish. There's really no such thing as a large zone. You're just grabbing, so every blue candle is buyers and price pulling the price up. Every pink candle is sellers pushing the price down. So they're constantly fighting. If we get a blue candle pushing the price up and a pink candle pushing the price down, and it just happens again and again and again. And we can see that here. Let's turn this into a line chart. See the lines right here? It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So sometimes we can see, well, what happened is we'll see a bunch of pink candles coming all the way down and then one blue candle. And then you get the whole setup and whatnot. So you would make that zone with all those pink candles to the downside. So like no zone is ever too big or too small. We just use these requirements like the tap, the break of structure after the tap, the sweep. Like right here, here's a good example. Never mind, it's not that good right of an example. Let me find a better one. Let me see if I can find a good example here. I think this one is pretty good. So blue candle, then all these pink candles to the downside, they dump. I'd make my zone through there and it'd be a big zone. And let's see if it played out. Yeah, look, we got the tap on the zone. So like, here's a sweep, the tap on the zone, price came and failed 50% and then hit take profit. So we still got the setup. It's pretty badass. It's just a bigger zone. You're just looking for the zone with a tap on it. So that's all you really want. You just want the tap. So it can be as big as small as you want it, and it works on any time frame. So if you want it to work on the 1 hour, it works. Okay, let's extend this out. Let's get rid of these drawings here. And if you don't understand what a higher time frame means, these candles are made every 5 seconds. So what we're looking at, the higher time frame for me would be the 1 minute and anything above the 1 minute. So every candle is made every 1 minute. Here, every candle is made every 15 minutes. I just realized I didn't even really know. I guess you don't really know which one I'm pointing at since the cross shows on all of them. But the bottom left is 1 minute. And the bottom right is 15 minutes. As I've been saying all month, December is normally known for bad price action. You can hope for the best today, but we might not find anything because it is December. And we're getting closer to the end of the month, so we're expecting price to get even worse. But it will get better near the middle or end of January. Pretty boring right now. We got nothing going on. Mm. Yes, so the same graph is just all different times. So I'm only looking at one chart, specifically MNQ. It's called the NASDAQ, but the small version of the NASDAQ. So I'm trading the NASDAQ. So the pattern that I'm looking for, I look for it in different time frames. So if we have a candle, let's say this candle is 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes this candle is made. I zoom into that candle we see every candle made in 1 minute inside that 15-minute zone. I zoom into that 1 minute candle and we see every candle made every 5 seconds in that 1 minute candle. I then display that information on my screen and I look for that same pattern that I've always been looking for on the higher time frames. Higher time frames meaning anything above 1 minute. So the 15-minute is also a higher time frame. I have different rules and I'm a lot more lenient with my higher time frame zones. And I use those time frames to see how we react to those zones to determine direction. So on the lower time frame, like the 5 second, I can determine direction and I can know what trades are with the trend and what trades are against the trend. So if a trade is against the trend, meaning going the opposite way, that trade is called counter trend, and a counter trend trade is lower probability. So you want to avoid counter trend plays. Because you're either gambling for price to go up or you're gambling for price to go down. So let's just take a high probability guess, and then that's how we have an edge. And that's what I do on the mentorship. I've made the entire process as easy as possible. So that's why I'm like real big on please ask me questions so I really know what to address. A lot of like traders who traded before, they think the 5 second is a bit crazy or like too insane to them. They're like, what the like it's WTF? Like, what do you mean 5 second? But it's not as crazy because you're just looking for a pattern that happens again and again. A lot of traders too use indicators. I don't know if you've seen it before, where they have like all these numbers and these lines on the screen, and there's all this buffoonery. You don't need a single indicator. All I'm using is drawings on a chart, and I'm drawing silly little boxes with lines. That's all I'm doing. And that's what I teach. I see a setup. I necessarily don't really like it a lot, but I do want to take it. I just like where it's at. Let me see where standard deviation is at. Hold on. Oh, we're like really pushing to the upside here. See long. We're struggling to stay bearish, which I like. 3 contracts. Buy 3. If I don't get a very clean reaction to the zone, then I won't take the trade. Oops. But I do like everything about it. I can show you the trade if you want to see it. Sweep right here. Get that swing high. Get that swing low. The tap on the zone. And then obviously the break of structure after the tap. Have you tried using a tick chart? Yeah, but I don't really like it, to be honest. 5 second does a job. I tried the tick chart when I was trading the 15-second time frame for a while. Because like it almost looked the same, but the swings were more identifiable. But on the 5 second, I'm not a big fan of the tick chart. Because I don't remember what it was for the 15 second, but it was like the 100 tick or 500. I don't remember. But yeah, the 5 second just does a job for me. I used to trade the setup on the 1 minute time frame, but I kind of just got tired of sitting around and waiting. There's so much more opportunity on the 5 second. 15 second is also really, really good if you struggle with patience. So I felt like the 5 second, I wasn't able to handle 3 trades or 2 losses because I just couldn't like step away. So the 15 second helped me get to that mentality. Then I went back to the 5 second. I'm liking the setup still. Solely because that we haven't fully confirmed bearish. We're still kind of pushing to the upside. Like we still want to go up. I want a reaction to this. If I don't get a reaction, I'm just gonna rip my order off. It's not what I really wanted. Can we come back up a bit? I'm taking my order off. I don't like that. I wanted a way more clean reaction. Like I wanted us to come tap and then break this candle right here. I didn't do that. I didn't like that. I took my order off too because I don't really like doing first flips. And let's see. Get rid of this here. I took that one that had a sweep from 21198 211. Where is that? Wait. 211. Oh, you're talking about like real far away. What time frame were you trading on? On a tick chart? $211 to $265. I wonder what trade you're talking about. That sounds like from a few days ago. I'm on NQ. I don't know if you're on NQ. 10:36 a.m. Are you at Central Time? So that means like 9:36, I assume. Let's see, NQ was 5 second, 10:36, and see this setup right here. No, New York time. Oh, so like you're 9:36. Yeah, okay, because I'm Central Time. So I'm assuming you mean this setup right here that you're talking about, or no? That one on the right of this. Oh, this one right here. Oh, the bigger one. I don't know. There's so many zones. There's also a baby one right here too. But I don't think we even... No, we didn't get close. Yeah, the big sweep. Oh, that's... Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying right now. That's awesome. The way I trade is I invalidate... I have a few things. Let me see. Let's see, actually. Hold on. See standard deviation here. Yeah, actually, this was acceptable because standard deviation was late. This is a nice setup. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty awesome. I do like it too. I normally do avoid zones within zones, but that zone was big enough to avoid that rule. Pretty badass. Did you learn from the mentorship, the YouTube videos, or Dave FX? And if it is Dave FX or like Diogenes, um, the way I do it is I'm a lot more niche. Like, so I just add a lot of requirements to maintain a high win rate. So like right now I have an 85% win rate. As you can see too, as I was just talking about why I ripped this order off, the trade failed. It didn't deliver. I did not like that we were still in a bearish zone and we came down with strength. I wanted us to come down and give us a nice tap. Then I would have been interested, but we did not get a nice tap. We came down, meaning that we're going to continue bearish with all that volume. It's just common sense. It's not complicated. YouTube, I already understand order blocks. Dude, get into the mentorship and drop everything you know about trading. Like, drop everything you know about trading. And because I talk about market direction in there, I can show you too. I think I still have it pulled up. Like, I'm constantly working on it. So this is just the original one, but I'm remaking it, and I really talk about market direction, like what to do and whatnot, so I can really gauge direction, so you can take trades with the trend, and drop everything you know, like absolutely everything you know about trading, and just follow what I do until you do what I say to do. Then you'll be able to you'll be able to pass prop from challenges if you just do exactly what I say. Because on YouTube, I'm giving you so much information, but you can only apply so much. Like you need full guidance. And I hope you're not switching model. Just stick to trading one model and nothing else. Because if you're trying to jump around like with ICT concepts and FEGs or whatever, like other plays, don't trade those setups anymore. Just stick to one model and nothing else at all. And then backtest that model. This is what I do in the mentorship. I push on practicing and like doing the setup. And then I like critique. I look at your journal. I can show you. Like I look at your journal. And then I critique. Like Peter, I love Peter. Peter's been here since the beginning. He's trying. But yeah, I'm telling him how to do it better. How to like see more and like what to do exactly. And like what I want to be seeing from him. Because if you try to do this off YouTube Academy and like just trying to do it all for free, you're gonna continue the boom and bust cycle as most traders do. You just need somebody who's gonna be your right hand man or giving you constant advice what to be doing correctly. And I think every trader is gonna tell you to get a mentor, even if it's not me, just to save you from the boom and bust. It's pretty awesome that y'all got to see me take my order off on a play that didn't work out, because I've been taking my order off to plays that have been working out. But we finally saw one that didn't. There's just lower probability setups that I want to avoid, and I want to take higher probability only because I want to maintain that 85% win rate. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Especially all this common sense terminology, like where nothing's complicated. So why did I mark out this zone? Very strong sweep. When I see like in ICT terms like FEGs or a lot of like strong volatility creating a zone, normally that zone is a magnet and that zone will hold the range. This is a good example here. Oops. The zone left the extreme volatility, and we're respecting it. It's been our range. It's a strong zone. So always never forget to look at the bigger picture on the higher time frames. Look, there's a setup right here too. I don't know if, no, actually, never mind. Because the body closed out of it. Let's go. Okay, so we're expecting us to come fill this 50% here and then come back up. Until then, I'm going to look for a trace of the downside. %85% win rate is wild. And I feel good saying that too, to be honest. As you can tell, it's because what I do. It's not impossible the more selective you are. There's also people who have an edge where they wait for a setup for hours and hours and hours and weeks and they take nothing. And then they finally see their edge after like 3 months and they take their setup and they just go in with a lot of size. So like that one trade, they're making like 2-3 mil, but they've waited so long for it. That's the habits that I'm teaching and representing, is that we just wait, we wait. And then when everything meets all our standards, we then gamble on it. And the better we get at that, the more we can raise our contracts, raise our size to take those trades. And that has a proven long record verified by third party. If it was a paid, I can't see it. If it was a paid mentor, that is. Oh, I can't see the full message. Yeah, dude, it's like dirt cheap. It's like 150 for lifetime. I'm not really sure what you're saying. But yeah, as you can see, I'm live streaming. I'm posting all the free sauce on my YouTube videos, and then always all these people are learning. I'm real big on, if your mentor is going to be with you, that's all that matters. Don't join somebody who's not going to be with you. And especially don't get into a mentor that has 5 different models to trade. Just one model, stick with that. Like, you know, the joke, like ICT means like I can't trade. They're just basically saying that there's just way too many models to trade. So like, how are you going to distinguish what to do, you know? I thought I was going to see a setup get made right here, but I assume it's not going to happen. I don't think so. It's right here. Yeah, that tap is way too deep. Let's see. Nothing's going on here. We're just ranging the zone that I just talked about, the one that leaves volatility. That's what's more power in it. It's more helping hand than the dirt. Yeah, you know what's funny, Noah, is like a lot of people nowadays too, even like traders who've been trading are like so against a mentor and just like in general. But like it just sounds so dumb not to get one. Like especially as an adult, like if you're full blown adult and you had a conversation with anybody, like why wouldn't you get a mentor? I mean, even like if you had a mentor for raising your children, a mentor for opening a business, a mentor for your emotions, like even like if you have parents who have emotional connection with you, that's your mentor. So I don't know why people are so against getting mentors. It's just silly. I made everything so dirt cheap because like I want to build that loyalty and that community. So in the future, like I actually have a real foundation of people that I've helped, that I have testimonials from, and that are doing what I'm doing. Because getting to my level was not hard. It's so easy. And dirt cheap too. So all you need is a program, mentorship, and a prop firm account. And you're literally paying little to nothing and a huge investment in return. This sucks that we're getting nothing. We're just ranging. We've just been stuck in the zone. I keep going all the way till 11, so let me put my line there. I'm gonna trade the afternoon too today. So after 11, I'll be back live streaming from 12:30 to 1:30. Plus mentees. Dude, yeah. But even in general, if you look at those big groups, they mentor everybody. They're very expensive. They are not cheap. You're looking at like maybe like 4K. But you learn the strategy. You learn their strategy, and they more likely will be able to get to you one on one. They're very expensive, and a lot of people too. They teach like they overload you with so much, and their strategy is so complicated. I've given money for people to don't, dude. Yeah, dead ass serious. I've been there before. Just try to avoid like learning from the wrong people and learning complicated strategies. Dude, yeah. I really want to build a foundation. So I was thinking about it because I was doing like 150 a month and coming into it, but nobody knows me. No, nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows what to do. So I was like, let me just make everything cheap. Let me build a foundation first. Let me build a community first. That's what we're doing. And like I come to realize like I just really enjoy doing this. Because before I was watching YouTube and just staring at a screen and like it was so boring. But then like now I'm helping people, I'm teaching people, I'm live streaming, like I'm more active. There's more to do. It's fun. As you can see here too, I would not have taken the setup here, um, because we got close to 40% and then touched that 12%. Let me show you here. So we crossed this 40 here, and then hit the blue line. So that mitigated the zone. I wouldn't have traded it. I also didn't like how it wasn't a proper sweep, so I wouldn't put my money on the table for this one. Keep it moving. Also, Noah, when you do start, while you're actively watching, if you do me a favor and just tell me if there's anything that you didn't fully understand or you couldn't grasp, so I can redo it and make it better. Because everyone kind of just is just telling me like, "Attaboy," like everyone's kind of just telling me it's good. But I really want like full critical, full in depth. Like just pound on me so I know it's gonna be better. Because this is for the people, it's not for me. And also to like the work on my end to educate is so minimal, so there's no excuse for me to not get it done. This really sucks that we've just been ranging, basically doing nothing. We're just been going up and down. Work this out. I hope we bust the upside. Normally when we do range in the morning, the afternoon we won't range. We'll get more movement and we'll like find a setup in the afternoon. But as of right now, it just doesn't look like we're gonna get anything until 11. Because if you look at the 1 minute on the bottom left, you can see that we're between that green and red box. So we're just ranging and we're doing nothing. I'm having a hard time finding setups in these areas. And I don't like taking setups within zones. So I can't find a setup in this zone either. Come on, buddy, do something. If you did too, start trading on your 1 hour lunch, Noah, I really hope. I think the biggest issues that you're gonna go through is forcing setups because like you have the whole day, and then you're gonna show up and you're like, okay, I need to make money. Like, I need to do something. I hope that you can sit there and wait for a setup. Understand that like if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, even better. And every trade you do take, you're hoping for a loss because you're expecting a loss because you're ready for the loss. If it's a win, awesome. We keep moving forward. all that is just managing risk and managing your win rate. The strategy is 1-to-1, so you need to maintain like a 55 to 60% win rate, which is really easy to do with the strategy. But all my requirements and being so selective and taking my orders off and moving on and skipping this play increases it all the way to 85 or even to 90. There is a current sweep right now, low at 1109, 1110. So 1009, 1009, and 1010. This play right here, I assume, or the bigger one? Oh, the bigger play? Oh, I see what you're saying. Nice. It's awesome that you can recognize that. Yeah, I wouldn't personally take this. It hasn't met my requirements yet. It's hit the STDV, standard deviation. That's what you meant. Standard deviation is up here. Maybe SD meant zone, the zone, like the tap. If you've only learned the strategy through my YouTube, then you're executing with incomplete information. That's why you need more of the in-depth on market direction. And look at the wrong sweep. Which one am I? Is saying that 09, the smaller zone, or the bigger zone? The high was to the right. I'm a bit confused. Like right here. Yeah, 1009, 1109. Yeah, 1009. 9 and 10. Yeah, if they're talking about this one right here, this would be super invalid. But I hope you're not talking about that one. Because this is what I'm getting from 9 to 10. Maybe even this one right here. Let's see. Yeah, it'd still be super invalid. All right, now we're pushing to the upside. I was hoping this would happen. I hope we break. See that we've been ranging this zone held, especially with volatility leaving the zone. Volatility means these big strong candles. And volatility is basically just the speed of the candles. So we've been pushing up. Come on, buddy. Give me something. I don't see anything that I like. I see a setup, but it's in a zone. I'm not going to take it. There's no like real proper sweep either. It's very low probability. I'm not going to take that, but I'll leave it open for direction. Come on. If I had a setup here that got created, like the sweep happened here, how I said I don't take zones within zones, I would take it because I would want the close to happen, the 1 minute close to confirm that we're bullish. Then I would take that setup. Let's see if we get it. Okay, we have that 15-minute zone above. So we have 50% of our initial balance Fibonacci that we have going on. It's right at where our 15-minute zone is at. Let's see if we reject and continue bearish instead of bullish because of the strong resistance line. And if we do continue bearish, I would continue to look for setups to the downside. If we break through, I'll continue to look for setups to the upside. It does not look like we're going to break through, but we will see. We have a lot of volatility come in on the 1 minute candles. Sometimes after the volatility happens, all the steam chills out and we have like a break before we do something again. And the coincidence that it's hitting a strong resistance line. Normally you'll see like a zone that's right here after all the steam, and you'll know that the zone is higher probability because the steam takes a break. But just like I have said, I don't think we're gonna break. But we'll see what happens. The only reason I don't think we're gonna break is just because the zone's been holding so well. Come on. I like it. To confirm bullish, we need a full 1 minute close. So in 25 seconds, if we close above this red zone, it's what I'd like to see. We have 17 seconds left. If we come down before that candle closes, then I would scratch the idea of bullish. But no, we're still pushing. That's perfect. That's what we want to see. We like it. Nice. I see a super baby zone created too. There it is. See the sweep, the tap, the break of structure. Let's see, how much will we need to get into this position here? The zone is higher probability because we have switched to bullish. 7 contracts, I can do that. 5, 6, 7. Put our main on so we know. I'm liking this. Let's make this more tighter. There we go. Yep. Okay. Now we see if we get filled. It has a lot of requirements. It's just real tight and small. So we're doing $200 per trade on this Top Step Combine that I've been trading on the live streams. So this is I'm risking 200 to make 200. And I was going for a higher RR behind the screens. So I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm just gonna do 1 RR. I like the reaction we got. All right, my money's on the table. We're gambling here. We just want to come get filled now. I'm afraid that we might not come back though because there's so much strength. If you look on the bottom left, that's a 1 minute time frame. We're pushing up so strong. Come fill me, buddy. Come on, come fill me. And we're expecting a loss. If we take 2 losses, we're done for the day. If we take 3 trades, we're done for the day. Oh, I don't like that. Zoom into the 1 minute. If we get a push up, I'll keep my order on. But if we get way too far away, I'll take my order off. I'm not a big fan how we've been chopping and we haven't moved up. You can see the trend line if you squint your eyes that we're going up. We're expecting price to sweep everybody and come fill me. Come on. Come on. See, I don't like how like we just been in this range right here. It's unattractive. It's unattractive. Oh, we're gonna get filled here. Come on, come fill me. Come on. Oh, it's playing too much. We didn't cross 40. Oh, we did cross 40. That sucks. Oh, I really wanted to take this. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let me show you why I took this order off. I was ready to gamble, but I had to say no. Let me show you why. Let me see if I can adjust this. Okay. We touched our 40%. We touched our blue line. You can't see it's behind the yellow, but we touched our blue line up here. That means we have to take our order off and move on. That's how we maintain such a high win rate. So just make this, we'll use this for direction. It's a strong zone. And then we wait for something else. It's a bit frustrating. Hey, look, this is why we take our order off. As you can see, oh, maybe it'll hit our stop. I'll make it, yeah, look, it's gonna hit our stop loss. The whole 40% thing that I just showed you. So I could have avoided taking a loss on this trade. You know what? I take back everything I just said, because the stop would have been right here and we would have taken profit on this trade. So the trade would have been a winner if I took it. But I'm not going to take low probability setup, so I'm taking my order off and moving on. It's pretty awesome that it failed take profit, because earlier I had to show an example of it failing, and then I now get to show an example of it winning. Let's keep moving up. So we mitigated the zone. We're holding it for direction. We're struggling to push up. As you can see, these big wicks. If you see a big wick and the body and a wick, this is the sellers pushing the price down as hard as they can, and buyers pushing as hard as they can. So again and again and again. So see, they're really struggling to come up. So they're trying, but they're having a hard time. But I'm using the zone that I've created to gauge direction. So this zone has been real strong. We've been holding it. I believe that we're going to continue going up. If we break this, we have more indication that we're going to stay bearish. So let's just be patient. Let's watch what happens. You always want to be ready to catch the trend. And since we're only trading for an hour at a time, it's not impossible to do this. If we were trading for like 5 hours, I don't even know how people do that. Just burning your eyeballs and your mental capital. Just sitting and waiting. I will say too, when I've noticed zones that have chopped real close, they normally don't deliver, because like all the orders will be swept and it will hit my stop loss and like still chop around. Because even like looking at this, like trying to find a trade in this wouldn't make sense. So it was a bit scary. But that's why we have our standards and our requirements. So we can have a higher probability. I really want the structure to break right here. It's really struggling. All I've done so far, and nice to see you, Mike. I haven't seen you in a while. I've taken my order off 2 trades so far. They both didn't meet my requirements. The first one I took my order off on went straight for stop loss, so I didn't take a loss. On this setup that I'm showing right now, I passed on it. It didn't meet my requirements, and it hit take profit. So that's all that's happened today. Price has been very just ugly in general. I haven't found a good setup. Discipline, bro, I love it, dude. Yeah, and like it's mostly the live streams, like and the mentorship. Like I want to do better, and I want to teach better. So like I'm constantly improving in all areas. discipline was real hard for me in the past when I didn't have like one model to stick to and follow like strictly nothing else. So like I now have a model with a bunch of requirements. So it's like it's a checklist. So I can be super duper duper selective. But I'm maintaining an 85% win rate, which is so good. I want a strong push to the downside if I want to consider taking this. If we do this whole chop nonsense right here, I'm not going to take it. Let me just get ready for it. Eight. Okay. Let's see. I do like the volatility exiting this zone. I just don't like the chop on the way out. I just need more strength. Yeah, that's strength I'm looking for. At 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's make this my main. I'm not the biggest fan of the first flips. I normally like the second swing, but the second swing that's the second swing that has a sweep with it. So like not this swing specifically or not this swing specifically. Like it needs to have a sweep. So I'm liking the setup a lot. I want to take it. I'm mostly against first flip, but when the first flip is sweeping a lot of accumulation, like chop, then I'll take it. That's even if we come back though. Okay, let's get rid of this. We're respecting this zone. Let's keep it out. Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on, come feel me. Hopefully we get our take profit hit this time. And we actually enter this trade. I'm really wishing we get a reaction before entering. If we don't, I'll take the risk on it if we don't react. But I really want one. Okay. I'm starting to not like this. It's a little too much strength for me. Oh, it's too late to back out now. There's our 40%. Oh, if we hit that blue line, I'm out. Come on. Okay, my take profit. My stop's going to get hit here. There's so much strength. Okay. And then let's get ready to document. We always expect a loss too. Didn't like the strong amount of strength when we enter. Okay, so let me document this. Let me get my higher time frame here. Let's see. Lots of confluence to bullish also. So this was fully counter trend. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Hold up. There it goes. So it can fit in the chop screen. So just look at this right here. Didn't like the strong amount of strength that we entered. Okay, so we had all this confirmation. Let me just show you on the chart. I don't have to show you the picture. All this confirmation to the upside was very bullish. We're avoiding counter trade trends. I like this setup a lot because we're sweeping all this accumulation. We had a nice tap. What I did say before entering is I wanted a reaction, but I was okay if we didn't get one. I didn't like the amount of strength and volume that we entered the zone with. And seeing this react right here was a clear indication for me to take my order off that I did not. I was stating that I didn't like this. I didn't like this solely because all this strength and we stop at 50% is a clear indication that we still have more strength to go up. So what we do is we journal this. We keep it in the journal. So at the end of the week, we go over what issues we made and we improve the next week. So right now we are down 1 trade. Now we have 2 trades available. If we take a second loss, we end the day. And if we take 2 more wins, we end the day +1. So we have to make 2 wins to make up our 1 loss. So now I'll be looking for setups to the upside, so I can confirm that we're pretty bullish now. See? Do I see anything here at all? No, not really. No. Okay. Let's see if we get anything. If you want to see where we're at, we see down. We rest $200 per trade, so we're down 200. All right. Come on, buddy. Give me something. Give me something. Where you going? Oh. Yeah. Sorry, my wife is in the room. Give me 1 second. That's it. Okay. All right. Appreciate you. Jeremy, awesome. I just saw right now, just showing my wife. She's leaving to work. She does hair and stuff, and she like got the baby stuff, so she's just talking to me. But anyways, it's so awesome that you finally signed up, Jeremy. Right now, just give me like less by end of the day to start the course. You can start it now if you want. It's just good to watch it. But let me show you what I'm doing right now. I redid the course. I'm constantly redoing it so I know what to do exactly. Let me show you. I'm constantly redoing the course, so when you ask me questions, the whole goal is you come in and you don't have any questions. So here's the original course right here. And then here's me redoing it. I made it a lot shorter and like more clear, way more instruction. So if you have any questions, please ask me so I know what I need to adjust, what I need to keep touching up. And then when you get started, Jeremy, I don't know if Adrian has showed you yet. I make you submit your trades to the Discord chat. Since you're in the mentorship now, you have access to it. So you submit it, and then look how Adrian's already doing so good. He's asking questions. He's marking up his charts. And we have Peter. I love Peter. He's been here since the beginning. I can nitpick what he's doing wrong, and like just to do better. We've been talking. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. Just get you into it. So just give me like the end of the day to finish the course that I'm redoing. You can watch the original one if you want, but just wait for me to finish the second one. And then, so I'm gonna run everybody through the second course. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, anything you didn't like, and then I will redo it again, just so it's super perfect for everybody. And you have lifetime access too, so you'd always be able to rewatch it. And eventually, I'm gonna teach higher RR, like to instead of risking $100 to make $100, you're risking 100 to make 500. So I'm eventually gonna add it. Dude, yeah, fuck yeah. Also, Noah, you're gonna be submitting your back test and stuff. Also in the same chat as Jeremy and Adrian are doing it, so you can see how they perform. We can just see how we're all performing, and we can all improve. And it will get to a point where Jeremy is nitpicking Noah's charts, and Adrian is saying, "Oh, both of y'all are wrong." Blah 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 blah. Because that's the whole point of it. So we all learn together and we learn faster. I see a setup to the downside. I don't like it. So when we get a body close, that invalidates it, but we have a wick, so I might take it. Awesome. I'm so excited that you're in, Jeremy. I've been waiting for you. Don't do what Adrian did and don't get a prop firm account. Just get TradingView, and I have a discount code too if you need it. It's in the course. It's like $15 off because it's expensive. For TradingView. but just get your back test going. So understand the strategy, understand market direction, do your behaviors, and then start back testing. Let's see, a little side. Dude, yeah, dude. I'm excited for you to start Noah. Noah's gonna start soon too. Excited to hear. Thank you, Noah. I kind of want to risk this play, but we've had so much confirmation that we're bullish and going up, and we've been ranging so much. So I don't want us to just sweep my zone and then we just keep going back to our range. So I'm unsure about it. Let me just be ready for it though. 12 contracts. That's a lot of contracts. 10, 11, 12. So I would want like a really nice reaction before entering. I wouldn't want us to fly in with a lot of volume straight. We'll see. Boom, boom. Let me move this out the way. Hello, everybody. To all the new people, if you have questions, please ask. This isn't as complicated as it seems. All we're doing is looking at these candles that is basically just a line. Out of these lines, we're looking for the same pattern that happens again and again. And we find this pattern and we gamble off this pattern. It's super simple. It's not complicated. I made everything so easy. So like right here, this pattern that we're looking for, we have all these requirements that we follow. And it follows all these requirements like a checklist. We then put money on the table to take risk on this trade. And then up here, it would take us out of our position. Below will make us take profit. So let's see. I want a reaction before entering. I don't want it to happen, what just happened earlier, where we had no reaction and we flew in. And then we also stopped at 40%, that was a clear tail to take my order off. But I don't want to be impulsive or indecisive on the live streams, so I just let it play out. But like I said, we journal these issues. So at the end of the week, we have all our issues on the table. Hopefully you find an accountability partner in the group, or you just post your issues in the group and you ask for input. So you have others saying, hey, is this really the problem though? It might be this instead. Or you just have other eyes on you. And no one has ill intent in their heart, especially if we're all trying to learn together. So there's no need for you to have your ego or pride hurt if you're getting input on your charts. Because even if whatever they said is invalid, even let's say the next 10 things they said wasn't valid, well, the 11th thing might be valid and might take you to where you want to be. So it's always good to listen to everybody's opinion. Even like when you're like building teams and like businesses, when you ask your team for ideas, you don't want to shut your team's ideas up, because if you shut their ideas up so much, they're going to stop giving you ideas. And if out of all their 20 bad ideas, they're going to have one really good idea. So just be open to always listening what others have to say. Just be ready for it. And if you truly don't understand something and you're very conflicted, ask me, and then I'll make sure that never happens again. Because then I can just make whatever you're confused about very clear in the course, so you're not confused about it. So I want a reaction to the zone. If I don't get their reaction, I'll take my order off. Hopefully we don't get the amount of strength we got like on the 1 minute candles again here. This is what they call December price action. It's just so ugly. You know what? I think I'm gonna pass on this play. Oh, I like this one though. This one's real pretty. It's a first flip, and this is super weak. It's first flip too though, but I'm gonna take my order off because if we look really close here, the body closed outside the zone, so I'm not gonna take it. That makes it invalid. I didn't realize that. So I'll just make it red. Okay, because if you can see here, price came out, body closed, then failed 50% already, so the zone's already mitigated. And we don't take mitigated plays. I like this. I like the setup a lot. Don't think I want to gamble for this though. Long position. Let's see. See, why wouldn't I take this? First flip. No clear direction on range. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so first flip. No clear direction on range just yet, but we have a lot of strength on the upside here, like this. Let's see, we're slowly moving up on the higher time frames. We have that. Okay, we've had this resistance line that we've been chopping. Okay, I'm liking everything. Okay, I think I can risk on this, given all my data here. And if we take a loss here, oh, perfect reaction is what I wanted. I don't want us to break this eternal swing here. This is exactly what I want. This is what I wanted the last setup too. If we break this eternal swing, I won't be really interested in it anymore. That's it. Yeah. Let's see if we get filled here. See if our stop loss gets hit. Hopefully it doesn't fly through and I'm not able to catch. 40% just got filled. Better take profit here. Have our stop loss ready. We haven't had two losses yet on the live stream, so hopefully that happens. Oh, take profit got hit. Okay. I was only able to risk $100 because my contract size. So, yay, we're only down $100 for the day. So we're at 0R where we're down one trade. Now we're up one trade. So we're at break even. Write this down. Break even currently. Textbook setup. Mostly like this because, let me do it here. Mostly like this because we were rejecting the yellow fib. And then screenshot. Okay. So we'll go over the trade together here. I'm gonna tell you what I saw, what I did, and why I made my decision. Let's make it regular. Okay, let's do this. So what am I looking at? We have been ranging real hard. To me, on the higher time frame, we have been very bullish still. I was afraid of taking a position on the range because of it sweeping. I was expecting this sweep to happen, so we come hit the stop, then hit take profit. So I tried to find indications to take this trade. I already had indications to not take this trade. I had a resistant line at 50% right here. This is the yellow line that we've been chopping real hard, but it's been a magnet. There's a higher time frame zone right here also, where this magnet is at. More confluence as a magnet. And my last thing that I needed was I wanted a very clear tap on the zone before entering my trade. So we have our sweep, we have our swing low or swing high, I tap on the zone, break a structure, 100% away. My last requirement is I really wanted a clean tap. And I got that exactly. After I got that clean tap, I was good to go. I really wanted to take this trade. And as you can see, we entered and our take profit got hit. I was convinced our stop was going to get hit because of my original confluences, but the confluences I used that I expected to happen didn't even work out anyways. So everything I say is mostly buffoonery and hypothesis until it happens. But what I can tell you is that the setup works. The edge works because it followed all the requirements and we won. Let's see here. So price is staying bearish. We have a zone here that we've been respecting. We will look for any bearish place to the downside here. I like this setup. Seeing nothing to the downside. And whatever I tell you, if it's confusing in any way, tell me so I can make it less confusing. I like the setup. I might take it. Let me short. So if we come back here, but I'm not sure if we will. Yeah, I like the volume that we have leaving. If you're familiar with ICT, there's an FEG right here. If you're not familiar with ICT, a bunch of sellers were pushing so hard that they left orders open in this window right here. So there's orders sitting here. That's why I really like it when we leave a zone with a lot of volatility, because there's just orders sitting in that window. The problem with that sometimes though, you'll see us get to 40% and not get to 50%, but it is what it is. That's why we have our lines there for a reason, so no one take our order off. Okay. 11 contracts. That's even if we come back up though. We might just chop for the rest of the session. 10, 11. Here we go. What do we see here? Sweep, swing high, swing low. Price comes out. The pink candles is price going down. The blue candles is price going up. So pink candles price going down. Blue candles price going up. And then we want the breakup structure to happen. I would just want a reaction before entering. If we come in with that strength, I'm going to take it off solely because we chopped so much in this area. If we come in with a lot of strength, I'll take my order off. But I think it's going to fail. I'm pretty convinced right now that we're going to get our take profit hit. As a good habit, we expect a loss. I'm expecting a loss. We're only going for 1-to-1. All right. If we get a reaction here. Ugh, I don't want to take this off. I took it off. That sucks. I did not like this reaction. If we get a bit of a pull, oh, never mind. That sucks. Once again, another zone filling our 40% and then our blue line. So we take the order off. Ugh, I still wanted it too. That sucks. Yeah, so if we had a pullback from there, I would have my order on still. But obviously the pullback wasn't strong enough. Let's see right here. Video red. Damn, that sucks. I really wanted that. Okay. Let's mark it out. If you had any questions why I took this and why I took my order off, ask me, but I feel like I've already explained everything. But if ask me, please. I would love to explain it to you if you don't understand. I think we're ending the session. 11's about to hit. I doubt we're gonna find a setup in that time. I don't really see anything else. I really wanted this play above, but it just didn't work out. I knew this was gonna play out because of the chop, the volatility leaving the zone, the proper sweep, the tap on the zone, and the volume coming back to the zone. As you can tell, it's a magnet now. I talk about these magnets a lot. Like this zone below is a magnet. Let's see, make it like that. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look, this is a setup. I didn't even see it. Is there any proper sweep or no? Oh, there's no proper sweep. Never mind. But okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to hop off. I'll be back at 12:30 to 1:30 Central Time to hopefully maybe find 2 winning trades. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me. Continue to journal, continue to backtest, and get in the mentorship if you already haven't. as you can see, I'm already taking people to the next level. Let me take you to the next level. And yeah, I'll be back at 12:30. If you have questions, write them down. Let me know. Hop in the chat. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all once again. I really do appreciate y'all showing that.